Hi, everyone. This is Jackie Cooper with the Blockchain Legal Institute, and these are our live streams that are 15-minute long, and they're just like little bite-sized nuggets of things that might have happened over the course of the week or things that we're projecting to happen. So many of you already know a little bit about my background, from the Bitcoin Cinderella authorship to being in the education and legal education space. Patrina, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. I'm coming in from, if I can hold my phone, I'm coming in from Corpus Christi. So I'm about halfway back to Houston. So other than that, it's been an amazing day. How's your
Amazing.
day gone?
Really cool. I've met with some very wonderful individuals within this space. I had a Zoom with the Spirit DAO. I had an interview with Access Tribe.
Okay.
And I talked with an individual overseas this morning. It's like that was at 5:30 in the morning. It's like already it's at 3:30. So there's been a whole day.
Right.
At the same time that I've been in the education space too. So a lot has been going on actually within the Blockchain Legal Institute. Um, Definitely, I want to encourage everyone to hop onto the platform because we have continuing legal education classes that have been posted. We have continuing education classes that have been posted and are about to be posted. We have individuals who are in the professional space that are offering now workshops. So that way, from the Bitcoin side to the blockchain use side. So we're real excited. There have been developments with the cruise, the crypto blockchain DeFi conversation cruise. We definitely, have things moving on that front from the hackathon. We actually have a sponsor that we're going to be announcing shortly. So that's really exciting. To conversations with those different businesses in Bermuda, because I'm writing the Bitcoin Cinderella and the Pink Sands Treasure Bermuda book. So it's been really a packed week of a lot of exciting energy. And I know I seem to be hogging up all of our 15 minutes here.
You're good.
I know, but ChatGPT, I got a notice in my email, back in I guess it was November when I went down to Miami for one of the Blockchain Legal Institute's little Miami summits for planning and things. And at that point, I was watching I guess it was on Bloomberg News, a show about chat and AI and what was going on within their corporate structure and that whole I don't even know what word to use, staffing change and that type of thing. But that
Right.
during that time period, they also announced that there was going to be this marketplace, and that individuals who had subscribed to the chat, GPT-4, version could actually create their own little chats. And I thought, how cool is that? Because blockchain
Excited.
legal, is involved with AI and education. And I've seen, myself being a teacher, I've seen different emails about AI tools for teachers. I thought, well, let me just create something for the Blockchain Legal Institute. So I did. I created what's called a case explorer. And then
Okay.
all of a sudden, I got an email back saying, because they had another email later saying, if you want your chat bot to kind of go into our marketplace, submit it here. So I did. And all of a sudden, I'm going to present our chat bot is now in the market space. Now, okay, hold on. I've got it. I'm trying to see where I would present because I'm not seeing okay, I'm going to share screen. See if I can share screen. There we are. All right, let's see. There it is. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but the Case Explorer is actually what we are, what is in the Chat GPT marketplace, and it specializes in
Mhm.
research on U.S. court cases, offering summaries and detailed analysis. So I'm just going to go into Explore GPT, the marketplace, and then if you put in, which I will, Case Explorer. Let's see here. should come. There it is. It's right there. Do you see it? Can you see
I
it?
do. So
Isn't that
this is a
cool?
great tool for attorneys. Okay.
Yeah, it's so our Case Explorer, which you're going to see again, but basically by going to the store, you can
Mm-hmm.
actually put in Case Explorer and actually pull it up. So
Okay.
it's really really cool. The idea that we're in a marketplace with all these other interesting tools. I love it. I just love it. So definitely
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely go and
Great
explore.
resource.
It's a great resource, and I've been training it. Other people have been training it. So again, let me go back over here. Um, I'm excited to share. That's just one of many tools. So that AI wise that I know we're going to be talking about. So how's it going on? On your neck of the woods, in the middle of the
So
country.
so actually, I was doing some research. I don't know how many people are familiar with the fact that now company owners, or what they call beneficial owners, are
That's
going
right.
to have to do some
Really,
reporting.
yes. Tell
And so I was, exploring what does that mean for those in the cryptocurrency space. And so we actually just posted, or we're in the process of posting a blog concerning this. You want to definitely go check it out on BLI. But one of the things that I thought was interesting is the fact that the reporting may require those who own cryptocurrency to actually report. And so I was like, oh, that's going to be interesting, because the whole purpose of holding cryptocurrency is so that you don't have to report it as a financial asset, but as a property asset. So it's interesting to see what they're doing there. What
I
do you
should be
think?
I shouldn't be wagging my finger. I shouldn't be wagging my finger. Everyone who's listening to this, again, this is not financial advice, not legal advice, not investment advice. However, you need to do the research on what you need to be reporting. We do not want to say that you should not report. You have to do your research because again,
Absolutely. No, no, by no means am I saying don't report. I'm just curious, what are the implications in terms of those who may not have a preference to report?
I know it's right. And the other thing is that there are a lot of different, I'll call them digital asset products that are out there.
Yes.
As those digital asset products grow, the challenge is what is considered a taxable event versus not taxable for
Hmm.
reporting, for documenting, that type of thing. So, if you get a gift of an NFT and, and you're holding in your wallet, again, ask your accountant, do you report it? If you get a gift of an airdrop, ask your accountant, do you report it? There are
Hmm.
different things that are happening, and you have the federal side, and then you have
Hmm.
state side. So you
Hmm.
need to do your research as to all these various things because usually, the rules might be similar. They might, again, there might be conversations that are going on. If you have put your digital assets into, well, I guess the big question is for those that are out there, because my passion about wills. Have you put your digital assets into a trust?
Right.
Or are the digital assets owned by a corporation? Are the digital assets owned by a nonprofit of which you are a consultant to? Again,
Yes.
um, how and if you own the digital assets and then you sell the digital assets, or the whole variety of scenarios. So definitely do your own research. um, we're going to post the links that Patrina has
Mm.
been talking about so you can read and you can use it as one of the many resources that you need to educate yourself, because again, ignoring things, turning your back towards things doesn't mean that it's going to go away. In fact,
Well,
by
that's the same thing with Bitcoin, right?
yeah, but also from the reporting perspective, if you ignore something, that might impact you from a penalty perspective. So
Absolutely.
it's better to know and kind of do a little squirm dance that you don't want to, but you still do it, and then at least are in alignment, even if you don't always agree with the alignment. But again,
Absolutely.
and if you don't agree with the rules and regulations and things that are being passed, call your senator, call your
Yes,
representative, talk to your legislators, because if you don't communicate with them, they might be really knowledgeable, they might be pro blockchain community, but everyone needs to hear from everyone who's in this community. So you have to communicate. Otherwise, there will be laws passed that you don't agree with. And if you haven't said anything, or if you don't vote, then you can't complain about something that you don't do. We all have to be activists in this
absolutely.
space. So talking about
Absolutely.
activists, something happened this week that I thought was, in the pipeline for a while. We now have the Bitcoin ETFs. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, so there are, the Bitcoin ETFs. I'm looking at CNBC, so I'm looking at a variety of resources, and I'm just sharing in case people are trying to figure out information. But according to CNBC, the Bitcoin funds that were launched on Thursday, so today's Friday, so it's just 24 hours. According to them, they're using a share redemption process that turns the
Okay.
underlying crypto into cash, which to me
Okay.
is very interesting. So it means that it's not crypto to crypto, it's crypto to cash. So I'm going to have to do some more research on that. It also says that while the rules around share redemption do not directly affect the smaller trades that retail investors do in brokerage accounts, they come into
Okay.
the execution of larger trades made by institutions. So again, I'm going to have to do my own personal research, because I'm curious as to how individuals might be impacted by this. Because again, we are consumers. And so if I want to participate in this, this is not an area I know about. And so it's definitely an area I want to learn about. But the SEC had pushed for the Bitcoin exchange, Bitcoin ETFs, to have a key difference from major stock funds. And so what it's saying is that the decision's effect on how the funds trade will only become clear over time. So like
Okay.
everything else in this space, it sounds like there's a gray area, not very clear, a lot of confusion, and probably the only way that it's going to get clarity is once people start to challenge it. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So we're going to honor our 15-minute little nugget block. So we have
Yep.
just a few more minutes. What other
Mm.
things would you like to share as to what you think is coming down the pike for this next week? Or what topic do you think that we need to be talking about next Friday?
So I'm always curious about, as you say, the training space and looking at what's out there. So one of the things that we are offering is training around. We did a webinar earlier or last year, just January,
Yeah.
around grant writing and using that in the space to be able for clients to use it. And so we will be exploring that even further. Next month, we will release our client list, or not client list, Lord, not our client list, but our training class list. My clients would love me. Yeah, they'd hate me. So we're going to release the training class list so that you can come in and take those classes if you're interested in learning how to do grant writing for yourself and use AI technology to be able to do it and how to refine it. Because, like anything, it's a tool. So you will have to learn how to use it to further yourself. So this is for profits and nonprofits, but nonprofits can really take advantage of it for those who can't afford grant writers. So
Yeah.
definitely having that. And so I'm not sure. What are we going to talk about next week? What are you thinking?
Well, tied to what you just said, I just want to remind everyone, and we'll definitely have this link. We have a book that we co-wrote, and it's called How to Use Digital Assets to Fundraise for Your Nonprofit. And the second edition includes the AI side of it.
Yes.
Well, sneak peek, I'll be in Florida next week. I will be doing a BLI summit in Florida. So I'm super excited about that. We still will go live. It will just be from a different venue. I don't know if I'll be on the beach when I go live, because I'm not quite sure about the
Hey,
weather.
I don't know.
But
As long as it's not, the car, beach, you know,
yeah, yeah.
patio, whichever one.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure. I know that the that we are, when I say we, that my co-founder Matt and I are heading to East Denver, and that will be at the end of February. And so we're going to hear in the next few days, I guess. Oh, we hit our 15-minute mark.
Yep.
That we're going to be hosting a legal panel, and so I
Okay.
might to announce, that as well as some of the speakers on the panel.
Okay.
There's going to be other events that we're going to be at, but we'll also look at the current news of the week, and we'll see what new exciting things are happening within the Blockchain Legal Institute. Again, everyone
Absolutely.
who's listening, definitely hop on, register, look at the cruise, because there's a lot happening with that and the hackathon, and also our virtual event on March 21st. And then obviously, Patrina and I will be sharing out the other workshops for profits and nonprofits, because we're all about education. We're about giving back. We're about making sure that you have the resources that you need so you can stay safe, informed, and have fun in the space. So, Patrina, any
Absolutely.
last minute thoughts? Otherwise, we're going to end our stream.
No, I'm gonna say happy Friday, y'all. Enjoy the weekend.
Yep, it's a long weekend, and it's a weekend of doing service. Definitely give back to your community, because again, that's what this weekend is all about. It's not just about 3 days. It's remembering
Right.
what the movement was, and making sure that everyone is included within a variety of supports. So definitely give back to your community.
Absolutely. That's a great way to close us out.
Yep. So everyone, have a great day. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We're also connected and also interconnected, because we are such a small world. So everyone, have a great one. Bye.
Right. Bye, y'all.